Hello everyone. Today is June 12th. It's a Wednesday. This is Angie. Welcome to my Flosstube. I'm Bubmie, B-U-B-M-I-E on Instagram. Come on over. I hope that you are ready to sit back and listen to me blabber on about stitching. I hope all is well with you. We're having interesting summer weather. I think California and Illinois and central the Midwest have flip-flopped what their weather should be, because I hear it's extremely hot in California right now and it's extremely cool here right now. So it's beautiful. Last time I looked, it was about 67 degrees out. We had like 10 minutes of very cold rain and a nice light breeze. It's beautiful out. So I told the obsessed stitcher Becky that, if she wants to send her weather back, that's fine, we'll take it. So I hope all's well. Thank you to and welcome to all my new subscribers. Thanks for coming to check me out, and not check me out, check my stitching out, talk about stitching. That sounds weird. I'm so glad to have you, and if you're a recurring stitcher, thank you so much for coming back. Let's start off with an Afghan. When I went to go get an Afghan, I looked in my son's room and there are 2 big totes of Afghans that I've stashed away in his closet. And downstairs, I think there's 3 totes of Afghans. And that doesn't include all the Afghans that are on beds or on the backs of couches. I've got a lot of Afghans. So this one is a favorite. This one is a baby Afghan, and I absolutely adore this one. I have to back way up so you can see it.
I made it on Flosstube. Finally, happy birthday, Mama.
Thank you. Okay, that was Matthew. So here is this baby Afghan with the giraffe and the zebra and, oops, down at the bottom, the tiger and the bunny. I'll show it up close now. I have to ask her what this stitch is. I have no idea what the name of this stitch is. I don't believe it was knitted, because my mother-in-law used to knit and she quit knitting. She regrets that immensely. She wishes that she had never quit knitting. She knows she can't pick it up now, although maybe she could. I don't know. So there's the tiger. Oops, sorry, I keep moving. There's the tiger. So she crocheted this, and then she went back and she cross-stitched on top of it. Let me get you a little closer. Oh, there's a little skunk. That little skunk. And look at his tail. So she crocheted the white and then added the fringe on him, and the bunny, and then the tiger tail that she crocheted, and the giraffe's tail, and the zebra is just braided. I love this. I think it's going to have to stay out now somewhere. Okay, so what else have I got? Whoops, sorry. Yes, today is my birthday, big 53 today. If you would like to do something for me for my birthday, I would love it if you would go and donate blood. I got a message today from the Red Cross. My husband and I go pretty regularly. I'm a universal donor. I'm O positive, I believe, and Dave is rare. He's AB negative. So we go every chance that we, when you can. So I got an email today from the Red Cross saying that my blood went to a hospital, I think they said Michigan. So if you would go donate some blood in my honor, if you can, if you're someone who can, that would be awesome. I would love that. And then if you do, will you send me a message and tell me so I can thank you? So Big doings at my house. I almost forgot. It didn't even make the list. How embarrassing. It didn't make the list. I think I posted it on Instagram. My son Thomas asked his beautiful, wonderful girlfriend Charlene to marry him. So yeah, I'm going to be the mother of the groom in the next year. I think they're looking at October for 2020. So they're very excited. I'm so excited for them. They're such a neat couple. They're so sweet. They're so sweet. So I meant to have a picture ready to go and I don't. Okay. Here's a funny picture. This is Daylene. This is to make you feel good. I don't know how to edit either. And so this is old school technology, how you would do things. Oh, look what popped up on Facebook. Sorry, the glare. Here's me. I think this is Peter Pan Photography. I'm guessing I was probably there. Oh, there we go. 9 months old. I was a cue ball. I was a cue ball. We all were. I need to find my child. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves right now. Doggone it. I don't use my iPad to do Facebook very often, so now I'm a little lost here on how to find things. We were just talking about this. I was with all my speech therapist friends last night. We were talking about technology and how most kids are so immersed in technology, like they get it from like the time they're very, very little. And if you're not, like my parents are technology immigrants. They didn't grow up with it. They weren't forced to use it maybe for whatever they did. And so the technology is super, super hard for them because it's not something that they're always doing. I'm not an immigrant, but I'm out in the middle of the ocean. I can do some things I'm really good at, some things I'm really, really bad at. Sometimes some things wrapping my head around it is just really, really hard. So here they are. They had a trip planned to the Grand Canyon. They went out there to see her best friend, and that's where he proposed. So she was very surprised. She had no idea, and her best friend was in on it and took all the pictures. So yeah, and that was my son Matthew who jumped in, who loves to jump in and be crazy. It's my kid. So school got out. Yes, I'm slowly getting my brain back. But as soon as school got out, I got home. I had maybe an hour, and my dad and his wife arrived from Virginia, and they are helping us remodel our bathroom. When we moved into this house 25 years ago, we said the first thing that we would do, we had 2 boys at the time, we said the first thing we would do was remodel the very pink bathroom. Pink tub, pink stool, pink sink, the whole shebang. We would redo it. 25 years later, we haven't done it. And they never complained once, not once. The other thing they didn't complain about, we had a plumber, we got a new tub. I can't wait for this tub. It's deep. So I don't know how much a normal tub is, but this is deeper. It's not a big, like anything with jets or anything. It's not a soaking tub, but it's deeper so that I can soak in it and put a lot of water in it, like soak. I'm so excited. But we had the plumber raise how high the shower head was. And I don't have a problem with the shower head, but the plumber was teasing my husband. He goes, how did you guys take showers in here? And we asked the boys, they're like, yeah, we always had to bend down to take a shower. Now, when they were little growing up, it was fine. Thomas was like 18 months when we moved in here, and Ben was a baby, so no big deal. They grew up with that shower head, however high it was, and they never thought anything about it. And so the plumber was like, yeah, let's raise that. So they raised it way up, and then they fixed ours because it was the same wall. They pulled things out. And so our shower head is a nice height, and it's wonderful. But my dad came and helped. This is what the new tile looks like. Sorry, I could not get a good picture with my iPad in this thing because I stood all the way on the other side. I was up against the wall. The iPad was up against the wall to get a picture with everything. I know everything in it, but it's some new tile, so we're really excited. So now we still have that, and my dad and Dave are not professionals. My dad's done this work before. He's very handy and loves to do it, so they said let's go for it, and they've done a beautiful job. Is it perfect? No, but it's a beautiful job. So they got that done. Now we have to redo the floor. We've got a stool. We have to figure out a vanity. We haven't figured that one out yet. So, but my garden is going lovely. I was telling, I think I said on Instagram that I wanted something for weed barrier, and I've seen all of you fabulous gardeners have stuff down, weed barrier and stuff, but I wanted to put something on top, and I was thinking about mulch, and then at our place they're like, do not put mulch down. It's not something that's meant to be like worked into the soil and everything. And I'd already put black like barrier down. So they said, just put some your grass clippings on it. So that's what I did. But then the gal told me to put cocoa bean shells around the tomato plants because it helps with the acidity, because the tomato plants do best in acidic soil. And then she said it also helps them when you water it or it rains, that any fungus or anything that's laying on the ground won't get splashed up onto the tomato plants and hurt them. So I bought some, and they smell fabulous. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So there's my garden. I got 6 tomatoes, I think 6 green pepper, and then green beans. That's what I got. I got cilantro out back. I think I have rosemary out back. So I have been busy. So my dad was here helping them, doing whatever. I went and got my brother, brought him, let him hang out, keeping the house clean. I mean, it was a disaster. Doing all that. Tomorrow's the second funeral I'm going to go to. So it's already been busy. So today is my day that I'm just chilling and spending time with you. All right, let's get to it. I've gotten 2 surprises in the mail. So since Matthew told you, we said it was my birthday, I got a surprise gift in the mail today, a birthday gift from Becky, the Obsessed Stitcher. She's so sweet. She feeds my love of Snoopy because she lives near the Charles Schulz Museum. She got me this magnet. And then she got me this book. Oh my gosh. What a surprise today to find this in my mail. So thank you so much, Becky. But then this week, I got Stitchy Kindness too, which I was so excited about because I wasn't expecting anything, and I think that's awesome. I got a project bag from Daleen. Isn't it sweet? And she put in here, she put a little fabric tag on here with a round hook and thread drops and some thread and some awesome 4th of July stickers. I think I told you in my last video, thank you so much, Daleen. Thank you so much. This was so sweet. I think I told you guys that my son Jeffrey was born on the 4th of July. And so while I don't have like other people, I don't have somebody that served, is in the service or serves. Well, my niece Kelly's in the Navy, and she's on active duty right now, and she's been deployed. 4th of July has a different special part of my heart because of Jeffrey. When he was born, we promised him that there would always be fireworks on the 4th of July. And so fireworks and 4th of July and that kind of thing, just I'm very sentimental about. So This is so sweet. So sweet. So, and Daleen didn't even know all that, but thank you. Last week I showed you guys, or last time I showed you my trivet that I had broken, and look, Dave glued it back together. I showed it and he couldn't believe it broke either. And I showed it to him and he glued it back together. I can only find the one spot. I can only find the one spot and see where the glue was. He did such a great job, and I can't tell on the front where he did. And I was gonna pop this out, but you have to, like, I've seen Michelle do it, Michelle Bendy, and she puts a towel over it and uses a hammer and busts it. But now I'm afraid to try that because it broke so easily. I'm afraid if I do that, then this is gonna break. So I think I'm just gonna keep it as it is, since it's got like its little cross stitch thing on there. I'm gonna keep it. All right, so I have gone off and done some little fun things. First I went to Hobby Lobby to get some things, and I found, one of my teacher friends was talking about the binder, things like this, and so I stopped and looked at them, and then I found this at Hobby Lobby. I got this for $3.99. I want to say that the price on the box, the original price was like $34.99, maybe more. But check this thing out. It's got cross-stitchy stickers in it. I'm going to have a hard time using those. I might have to get online to see if I can't buy more of these. This one says I heart, and the heart is cross-stitched. This one just says cross-stitch. Look at that cross-stitch thing. Oh my gosh. Oh, cross-stitch is my happy place. I love cross-stitch. Look at those little triangle ones in there. Oh, and look at those. Oh, I might have to try and order more. But then there's stickers in here so you could mark it. And they all talk about cross stitch. I'm in love. But then it goes through, there's all kinds of like little tips and tricks about cross stitch in here. Your progress list. Beautiful things come together one cross stitch at a time. So they have things in here about, date started, date completed, project description, project dimensions, materials, tools, stitches used, notes, to do, theme, thread colors. And then on the back is a blank chart page. So if you wanted to chart something, or maybe you need to figure out an alphabet or something. It has a thing for your inventory. The DMC checklist. I have the app. I'm horrific, absolutely horrific at keeping the app up to date, and then bad about going back and checking. I think because I'm more of a paper and pencil person. I try to be more electronically savvy, but this is a thread swatch, so it gives you the thread. You could cut a little piece off and mark the information about it. Several of those pages. A place for materials. And then for every month, so here's January, you get a pattern. How cool is that? I'm in love with this thing. I haven't done anything with it, but I'm in love with it just because I haven't had the chance. And because it's not January, so do I hang on and wait till January? I'm going to go online to see if I can get more, because the calendar part of itself, look, it's blank. It's blank, so you could use it for any year. So I need to go see, can I get the cross-stitch refills? So excited about this find and how inexpensive it was. So excited. So also while I was there, for all of 79 cents. I found this wedding sampler book. There's 2 of them in it, but for 79 cents. And then for 99 cents, I got Projects with Pre-Cuts. Check out that little doodad bag. I can sew this much, I don't know. I've never put a zipper in, but I think I could do it. And look, check out this ironing board caddy. How cute is that? I think I could do that. I think I could. So there were just some cute, there's some general instructions. There's a little quilt. There's a pillow. This pillow looks beyond my expertise. There's a little tote bag. There is instructions on doing fabric covered canvases. So for 99 cents, I couldn't pass that up. So that was my fun at Hobby Lobby. Then I went to the Broman Thrift Shop, my favorite place. And for half price, I got this Jim Shore monogram book. And all it is all the letters. I thought that was pretty cool. I like Jim Shore. I think his designs are pretty cool. And so that's all I got there. That's all I got there. I just got that one thing. And it was half off, $1.50. And then I went antique shopping with my dad's wife. This is not an antique, but I couldn't walk away from Woodstock. Well, I could. I need to learn to walk away from things like that. I got a wedding coming up, but I didn't. I saved a stitch. I don't know why this appeals to me, but it does. I think his beak is a little large. Sometimes I have to look at it to see it. Sometimes they're better than others. But it was just done on yellow gingham. Nobody's names on it. Nobody, anything. It was $1. I couldn't. It was cute. In my yellow room, it'll look nice hanging on the wall. And then in the mail came my punch needle and primitive stitcher book. I want to stitch everything that's in here that's cross-stitched. And I want to learn to do punch needle, and I've got to do this bear. Is he not the cutest bear? Oh my gosh. Love that. That's a design by Janine Happ of Two Old Crows. She has an Etsy shop. Two Old Crows. NJ. Two Old Crows NJ. Isn't he adorable? But I loved every single cross stitch that's in here. Here's this design by Nerdin of Twin Peak Primitives. Betsy Ross's. Our first flag. I love that. Showed you the bear. Teresa Vanette, Shakespeare Peddler, aka Kitten Stitcher, has this. It says it's a handkerchief. I think that's adorable. Let's see. This one is by Barbara Anna. Love that. This one is by Lucy Beam. Sub Rosa Designs. Every single one of these, I was like going page by page going, oh, I gotta do that. Oh, I gotta do that. Vanna has another fabulous tutorial on a finishing technique. Here is Teresa Miller of Teresa's Primitive Treasures. This adorable bees. Lori Brecklin of Not Forgotten Farm. Scissor keep. Ooh. Stephanie, Lindy Stitches. I never heard that. Cut your thistles before St. John or you will have two instead of one. I've never heard that. I'm gonna have to look that up. So, oh, yep. Those are all the things that I am like, I need to stitch all those things. I need to. So I need to get my needle busy. I did. My needle has been busy as much as it can be. And I find that it's summer and I haven't stitched, I've barely stitched in daylight hours. On Sunday, I got some time. I sat out on the deck and I finished. This is by Silver Creek Samplers. So I'm going to frame this. This is for my niece, Sarah. I did some color changes just because I didn't have the specialty threads. Well, and I ended up having to order. So the letters are in Guacamole by Weeks Dye Works. And then I just, I changed the browns in the basket and I changed the brown of Toto. I also changed the orange and the red because I wanted them to stand out more. And I changed all the bricks. I just went through my thread and I just picked stuff out. So I'm very excited. So she's asked me to do it in a brown, like a light wood frame. And then I asked her, did she want it matted or not? She has some type of Wizard of Oz something already in her house. So she was going to look at the mat and kind of maybe match them up a little bit. I've been working on making some scissor fobs for my smalls exchange for StitchCon. I don't know where they are right now, so I'm not going to show those. But my other new start is this one by La Di Da. This is Peace on Earth. I am not 100% sure if I'm going to do the alphabet or not. I'm doing this for my dad. My dad sang, when we would sing the song at church, Let There Be Peace on Earth, and he would always come out of church singing it. My dad is an ornery soul. Love him, but he can be ornery. And he would come out just belting that song out. He'd be singing it as we walked out, and usually within like 10 or 15 minutes, something was coming out of his mouth that was like, seriously, you were just singing this song. I know. So here is where I am. So, and I'm not doing it on the called for colors. It was done in NPS silks, NPS. And I'm just going through my DMC and picking stuff out. Although the bird, I think I'm just going to go through all my specialty threads that I have, and I'm going to pick out some threads that I think will work. So that's what I'm going to do. I have tons of finishing. I showed you a bunch of finishes I had in my last video. I haven't fully finished anything that's on my agenda to do. And then I've been hanging on to these bad boys. I wanted to find an old window, a 4-pane window to put these in, and I just haven't had any luck. And so I think I'm going to make these stand-ups. Not stand-ups, like a stuffed animal stand-up. Does that make sense? Like 3D. I guess that's the thing. I think that's what I'm going to do with these. I don't know. I'm going to practice on some other fabric first to see if I can make it happen. And if I can, that will be great. I mean, the worst thing is that I'll have to stitch them again, and that's not a big deal. I liked stitching them. That was a heck of a lot of white in that snowman, but I do love these. So I got that, and I got all those other projects, my pile of projects that I haven't done yet. I have one other. Let me show you. That's what happens when you step on the cord. I had you guys plugged in while I was... Sorry about that. I'm way too far in this to redo all that, and I don't know how to edit, so sorry. Okay, so one of the earliest stitches that I did... One of the earliest stitches I did... I think I did... Oh, yep, we weren't married yet because my initials, A-M-B. I did this for Dave because he loves to golf. And I know this was a kit piece. And don't look at the back. I framed it myself. I did not lace it. I think I gave that to him for his birthday one year. All right, friends, that's all I have for you today. I hope everybody's well. Thank you for liking and commenting. I appreciate it. And I hope that you are having a wonderful summer. I'm going to see some of you at StitchCon. I can't wait. I can't wait to see everybody. I think it's going to be a blast. Come up and say hi. I'll be coming around to the tables to say hi to you. And happy stitching. And as Dave's mom would say, keep stitching until your fingers won't hold on to the needle anymore. Bye. I can't turn it off. Oh my word. Maybe I meant to keep talking. Daylene, does this make you feel better? I need some music playing. Oh, for the love of Pete.